exists in all things, even in this small rock. The role of the magician has always been to remind us that wonder is everywhere. My name is Dan White. I've been studying and practicing magic for over 2 decades. Watch. Look. I don't claim to have any powers, but around the world, there are people who believe real magic exists. Now, I'm on a quest to meet these people, hear their stories, and ultimately ask, could their magic be more than just an illusion? Some of the most intriguing tales come from the small Himalayan country of Nepal. People say there's a monk with real magical powers somewhere within its borders. You know about the monk?
Yes.
Have you seen him? I really want to find this man. So you won't tell me where he's at?
No.
If I showed you something, might you reconsider?
Hopefully, my skills as an illusionist will open doors normally closed to outsiders, so I can discover if the stories of the magical monk are true.
I have no idea he's doing this. This is crazy.
Nepal, the birthplace of Buddha, is a land of mysticism and magical beliefs. My quest starts in the capital city of Kathmandu. Surrounded by mountains, it's isolated from much of the world, keeping its secrets well hidden. Magic holds different meanings in different cultures. Western society sees it as entertainment, but in the East, it is used to explain our place in the universe by being deeply tied to religion. Still, no matter where you live, the appeal is universal.
Good. Very good. Hold your hand out. Watch the 5. Watch the 5. I take the 5. Do me a favor. Put your other hand on top. Good. What card is that? What card? What card is it? 5, right? Watch the king. It's the king of spades, right? Look very closely. Watch close. See, now I have 5. Look.
You are a great magician.
One of the reasons that I'm here is that I heard an amazing story about this monk. It really piqued my interest. The story goes is that he was always sort of a loner. He always kept to himself. Early one morning, in front of a monastery, he was playing with some rocks to pass the time, when something surprised him. At one point, he reached over to grab one of the rocks, and it slid away from him, almost like he was pushing the rock without even touching it. Locals say that this is the first time he realized that he possessed magical powers, and where many say the legend of the magical monk was born.
Magic is performed worldwide, a unique reflection of the local culture. When I travel, it's important for me to soak in the native traditions and learn from my surroundings, especially when I come across other magicians.
All right, so we're here in a square in Kathmandu, and I'm lucky enough to witness something I've never seen before, a snake charmer. Now, since the beginning of time, people looked at this act as the snake charmer possessing some sort of magical power over the snakes. So what I really want to know and find out is this magic for real, or is it some sort of trick? I must say, how long have you been doing this for?
He said
since he was a young boy, so he's been doing it his whole life.
He's been doing this all his life. He's a trained professional. It's something that he's learned since he was very young. This, to Western eyes, sort of looks like magic a little bit because of the way you're able to control. Can you tell me about how you do it, how you learned?
फिल तमासा आफ्नो पेट पाल्नको लागि दुनिया तमासा देखाएर.
Gotcha. So what he told me is this actually isn't real magic at all. We're dealing with sort of an optical illusion that preys on the audience's fear of snakes. He says that most snakes can only have a striking range of about 1/3 their body length. And although it looks like he's very close to the snake, especially if you're in the crowd and looking straight on, in actuality, as you can see from the side view, he is out of the snake's striking range. And because this type of snake is deaf, the music he plays is actually more for the spectators and has little effect on the snake itself. So I'm here in Nepal searching for real magic. And I was just wondering, since this is something that you do, have you ever seen anybody with magical powers?
अब के कर्मको हातको सफाई धेरै नै देख्न पाएको छ तर अर्को जादु चाहिँ देख्न पाएको छैन.
So he's saying that he's actually never seen real magic, no real miracles. But what he did say is that in the mountains there exist many stories and many powerful people. Dandavat. Even though the snake charmer didn't tell me anything specific about the monk, it's encouraging to hear that there's magical stories and magical things going on. It seems like I'm only scratching the surface right now, but I feel like there's something much deeper.
I've seen this trick many times, but rarely performed with such realism. I wanted to ask the magician more about his illusion.
Hey.
Hey, sir.
That was great. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
That was very, very good. Can I talk to you a little bit more?
Yeah.
So I just have one question for you, because it's sort of a little bit different in America, the way we do this trick. What kind of tongue do you use?
Yeah, this using the goat tongue.
Goat tongue? Is that the best type?
Yeah, best type, because when we pull nail,
Right.
it's very easy to go.
It goes in.
Yeah.
So wait, you actually put this in your mouth,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Can you show me?
Yeah, why not? Sure. Well, when we pull like that.
And then you cover it. Right.
Like that.
Gotcha. That's really nice. Yeah, so the street magicians have told me quite a bit about local magic and magic in Nepal in general, but they really haven't given me any information about the monk. However, tonight I've heard that on the full moon, there's a group of people that come down from the Himalayas and perform. I'm hoping that these guys have some stories about the monk. So right now we're witnessing a group of firewalkers who for generations have practiced these rituals. Basically, what they're doing is they're channeling, or so they say, their dead relatives. And by doing that, it makes them immune to the fire underneath their feet. There's a few different explanations for how this can be achieved, even though it seems impossible to walk on hot coals. What happens is when they kick it, it disperses slightly so that the heat doesn't remain in one place. They're also never standing on the hot coals for more than a few seconds. Also, through years of doing this, their feet get calloused and hard so that they can do this over and over again. Even with all those explanations, this is very impressive. So where do you get this power from? You learn from the mountains? Where in the mountains? They said they have a guru in the mountains who's taught them all of these things and given them the power to do this. You mentioned a guru. Is it possible for you to bring me to meet him? Is there any way you could tell me how I could find him? I just want to know if maybe I could see more real power like yours.
I'd reached a standstill with the firewalkers, so I seized the opportunity with their audience. I'm hoping that I can open doors by impressing people with my own magic.
Show everybody. Show normal light bulb. Put your hands out like this. Yeah, perfect. Watch. Hold, look, watch.
My name is Dan White. I'm on a quest in Nepal to meet their people, hear their stories, and ultimately ask, could their local magic be more than just an illusion?
Push. Look. You see? Have you heard anything about a monk in the mountains? They were talking about their guru in the mountains, but have you heard anything about a monk? No? Nothing?
I wasn't getting the information I'd hoped for in Kathmandu. Knowing that people's magic and religious beliefs are intertwined, I headed for the country's spiritual capital, the ancient city of Bhaktapur. I can only hope the people there will be more forthcoming. One of the stories I've heard about this monk is very dark, and may be the reason people are so reluctant to speak with me. The story goes that the monk was in a high mountain village one day collecting supplies when he decided to rest in a local tea shop. A man and his friend decided to take a shortcut through the tea shop when they innocently ran into the monk's chair. Evidently, this accident upset the monk, and he began following the men. He continued behind them, through the city streets, until they ended up in a desolate courtyard. The next day, the man was found dead, and locals think that the monk is to blame. Stories like this may be the reason people are so reluctant to speak with me.
You want to see something? Can you touch a card? Which one? This one, this one, this one. Okay, do me a favor, write your name on it. Write your name, here's a pen. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Cap the pen. Cap the pen. Awesome. Okay. Check this out. Can everybody see his card? You can see the card? You can see the card? Watch this. It goes in the deck. Can you mix the cards up? And I'm gonna stand up. Mix? Watch my hand, watch the cards. Everybody turn around so you can see this. Watch the cards. You ready? Look, it's on the outside of the window. Your signature. Try to grab it. Watch if I take it. Watch. We just give it a shake. Now go. I'm in Nepal looking for magical things, real magic, right? And I was walking down the street and somebody pulled me aside in Kathmandu and said there was a very powerful monk that lived in the mountains. And I was just curious if any of you knew anything about that or him or anything about a monk. No, you've never heard about a monk or anything? I'm looking for this monk. Do you have any idea where he is?
No, I have no idea. I'm not wrong about this.
Okay. You know anything? Nothing. You know anything? No, nothing. Okay, thank you.
Once again, the locals weren't talking. This was another frustrating dead end. I can only hope my luck will change soon. Sunrise over Bhaktapur reveals an ancient city, virtually unchanged for hundreds of years.
Well, we're here in Bhaktapur, and many Nepalese consider Bhaktapur to be the spiritual heart of the country. it's also home to these really cool holy men called sadhus. Well, sadhus are basically wandering holy men that devote their lives to religious beliefs. They can be easily spotted by their orange clothing and long beards, which they grow during long meditation phases. Normally, they live in caves, and occasionally they come down from the mountains to gather money for their temples or for their causes. So hopefully I'll be able to get some information about the monks from the sadhus. I figure since they've traveled all around Nepal and in mystical circles that they might have heard some sort of stories or might have even actually met the monk. Does anybody have any rupees? Rupees? Do you have any? Why not? Yeah, here, give me. Good. And you have, does anybody else have any money? Oh, okay. How much is this?
30.
Hold that. Hold. How much?
30.
30. Okay. And this is, how much?
1,050.
1,050.
1,050.
Okay. 1,050.
1,080.
Is that a lot of money? No, maybe. Okay, watch. I take the rupees. Watch. Watch very close. I take the rupees. You watching? Look. 1, 2, 3.
Back to back. Really sweat. They are very good. They are very good, very good.
It's for you. For your temple. Hold on, I want you to tell me your story. Here, let's come over here. How long have you been a sadhu for?
Shiva temple Niropan Parvati 5 god bana diya.
When he was young, he was very poor, and he wanted to build temples. So to do so, he became a holy man. What does your makeup mean?
Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, 3 I Shiva.
So what he's saying is that the 3 stripes on his head represent 3 gods, Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu. Okay. Have you ever heard or seen powerful monks?
देखा दिया है हम ना देखा है ना फीलिंग ना नाच बाजा कुछ भी हम नहीं देखा है
Okay. So what he told me is that he's heard things about a powerful monk that lives in an orange monastery. But he's not sure if it's real or that if he even believes it. Here, let me try one more thing. Can you take one? Can you take one? Show them. Show them. Okay. The meeting with the sadhu is definitely interesting. He mentioned something very important, and that is that the monk may live in an orange monastery. Now, I know that's not that much information, but it's definitely a start.
As I moved through Bhaktapur, the people welcomed me into their world. If I could bond with them through magic, maybe someone would put me back on the trail of the monk.
Can I show you? Excuse me. Watch. Watch. Come on. Come on. No, look. Look. Watch. Watch. Look. 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 Watch. 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 Look. Look. Watch. Rub. Look. Okay. everything in your body is connected, right? I'm going to draw a little hole. Can you see?
Yes.
Can you see?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Where are the matches? There. If I take the matches, have you guys seen magic, like real magic?
Yes, Nepal.
Yes,
Nepal people do?
yes, sometimes we have seen.
People who have strange powers or who are very, very holy or very, you have those people in Nepal? Where?
Not in the city side. Actually, if you go to the mountains, there will be like a holy man.
The holy people in the mountains?
Yeah, we had more power.
What kind of power?
Like they will come totally slowly, you know. They used to come, stay in the air,
Right.
so to the people.
Have you seen him? I really want to find this man. Can I talk to him? How do I find him and talk to him?
I have seen, but if you want to know about him also, there is also one of the very famous men in Bhaktapur. He's called his Baba.
Okay, so this is huge. This guy just told me that the monk has the ability to levitate, which is pretty amazing. He also told me that there's a shaman named his Baba who lives around here. A shaman who's like a local priest or a local elder who helps people. And he said that that guy actually knows where the monk lives. So I don't know where the monk lives yet, but I'm definitely one step closer to finding somebody that does.
Do you know where the shaman is? I was told to look for a shaman.
I don't know, Swami.
No shaman? Okay, thank you. Namaste. I have a question.
Yes.
Do you know where his Baba lives?
Impossible.
Impossible? Can you just talk to me for a second? Do you know where his Baba lives? No. The shaman. Why won't you talk to me? Hey.
Magic. Do you want to see magic?
You do magic? Yeah, I'd love to see. That's the Hindu shuffle. Yeah, that's it. That's it, sure. Here, I'll show you one. Let me show you one.
Do it by cards.
Okay. Take one. Show everybody. Show the camera too.
Show the camera too.
So wait, these are your cards or your cards? Your cards. Okay. Put it right there. Okay. Look. Stay, look. Watch. Shh. One card. Turn it over. What's that?
Nice to see you.
What's that? So, okay, bye.
Nice to see you.
Where are we going?
My name is Dan White, and I'm in Nepal to decide if there is someone here with magical powers. In the ancient city of Bhaktapur, a respected shaman named his Baba has summoned me for a meeting. I hope this town elder could point me towards the monk I am searching for, the monk which they say has the power to levitate.
Namaste. My name's Dan. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good.
I've been watching you everywhere, look around,
Yeah.
and for your magic. I think you are very special for magic.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you so much for seeing me.
Do you like tea?
Sure. Well, I've come here to not just do my magic, but to learn from yours. Thank you. Thank you very much. So what exactly is a shaman? Everyone refers to you as that. What does it mean in Nepal to be a shaman?
Shaman is like a people have to look after all the people.
Right.
From the village. They come to me, so I have to help them.
Right.
Anything about like anything. For food, for help, anything, for medicines, for anything. That's what we call shaman.
Well, how long have you been doing this? Is this something that your family has done, or?
This is the like generation, you know, like my fathers, grandfathers, and me. Like in my generation, also they're gonna do same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Everyone around town has told me to come to you, so I was wondering, might you know anything about a monk in the mountains who has powers?
There are so many different monks, you know.
Right, but do you know this one monk that I've heard about who has, I don't know, some people say he does one thing, some people say he does another, but the one that I hear the most is that he can levitate himself.
Right. Not a good idea to see this monk.
But you know about the monk?
Yes. There was a long time ago. There was some foreigner. They came here to see that monk. And the foreigner, they pay a lot of money for villages to show the monk. They went up to the monastery, as nobody was there. All the foreigner, they yelling and they shaking the window. They opened the door from the inside. And after that, no one's come back.
Nobody knows what happened to the foreigners that night?
No.
So you won't tell me where he's at?
No.
But I want to show you something anyway, okay? I saw your painting. Do you paint?
Yeah, I do some painting also.
Right.
Tanka.
Tanka, that's what it's called?
Yeah.
Tanka.
Yeah.
Let me show you something. You did this all yourself?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. How long did it take you?
2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah.
I consider myself a bit of an artist as well. How about we make a deal? If I were to manipulate your painting, would you agree to take me to see the monk?
Very well.
Just gonna change the way it looks a little bit. Just take the moon, and I cover it. Watch. Thank you.
That's wonderful, magic. Very impressive.
Touch it. Is it impressive enough for you to show me where the monk is? Just take the moon, and I cover it. Watch.
Wow. That's wonderful, magic.
Is it impressive enough for you to show me where the monk is?
Okay, we have a deal. I'll take you in a mountain.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So this is huge. Somehow I actually found the only person that knows where the monk lives. And not only that, I convinced him to drop everything, get on a plane, take me up into the mountains, and finally show me where the levitating monk lives.
Traveling deeper into the Himalayan mountains, we fly east into an unnamed mountain town. From here, we'll continue on foot, hiking 2 full days into the mountains to reach the monks' clandestine monastery.
Okay, don't look down. Oh,
Just don't look down.
look up.
The long hours of hiking gives me time to learn from the shaman. But I must admit, the closer we get to the monk, the more anxious I become. After a few more hours of hiking, we arrive in a small village, home to some Sherpa friends of the shamans. I had been warned to show these mountain people great respect. Seemingly friendly, they can turn on you very quickly, especially if you are an outsider.
Oh, namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
Have a seat.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
These guys are like my friend.
Okay, nice to meet you. Dan.
Sherpa.
Sherpa?
Yes.
It looks like you guys know how to have a good time. What is that?
It's a rice beer.
Rice beer.
Yeah, Sherpa beer.
Yeah. Is it good?
Yes, very good. You want to taste some?
Sure.
Yes.
Good.
Whoa, it's very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of bitter, but it's good. It's very strong too.
Yeah, so that Sherpa are very strong.
Yeah.
So what are you doing in Nepal?
Well, I'm a magician, and I'm going around Nepal, and I'm trying to find real magic. And I've heard that there's a great monk who lives very close here in the mountains, who's got some amazing powers. He's been taking me to find him. Have you heard anything about him?
Well, it's my brother. He told me it's about the monk. When he went to visit his friend, he could not find his friend's house. He got lost there. He saw the big fire and he goes out there. When he goes close, is 4 monks are praying there. One of the monks lifted up on ground and turned up my brother and headed my brother. That's the last thing he remembered.
So wait, he levitated?
That monk is very powerful. That's why we don't go looking for him.
So this is a very different journey from the one that I started.
I'm a day's hike away from this guy, really close. And I definitely want to check out his powers. I want to see if he can levitate or not. On the other hand, I'm kind of nervous because I've heard some really bad stories about him, and I don't even know if this is the type of guy I want to meet. And I definitely don't know if this is the type of situation I want to put myself into. Shaman! Shaman, wait up! Hey, Shaman. Hey, wait. Hey, where are you going? Whoa. Where are you going?
I'm not going anymore.
Why?
Because bad vision.
Bad vision what?
No more.
Come on.
Oh, no.
Just a little bit more. I know we're almost close.
No more. No.
So I don't know what happened. I guess the shaman had some sort of bad vision last night, but he's refusing to take me any further. I don't really know how to get there on my own. Hopefully, I mean, there might be somebody else I can find, or it might just be close enough I can fight it on my own. I don't know.
This is a disappointing setback. My crew and I have been abandoned halfway up the mountain without a guide. My only option is to continue up the same trail we've been on for the last day. The sadhu in Bhaktapur mentioned that the monk may live in an orange monastery. This is all I have to go on for now. After 10 exhausting hours climbing in high altitude, I spot a structure in the distance. This must be the place. I've been warned that the man inside is powerful and malevolent. It's hard to believe a lone monk could be dangerous, but I can't get those stories out of my mind.
God. Hello? 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 Oh my God. Hello? Hello? This is unbelievable. Hello? 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 Oh. Hello. Namaste. Hi, my name is Dan. It's nice to meet you. I've heard so many things about you. I've been traveling all over Nepal on a quest for real magic. And everyone who I've met, everyone who I've seen, everyone I've talked to said to meet you. So it's an honor, so thank you.
Thank you very much, because I have not magic powers.
No, but people have told me that you have special qualities of meditation, that you can do amazing things with your body through meditation.
I'm very sorry. And this meditation is only for myself, not for the other people.
Oh, no, I understand. I, like you, closely guard my secrets. But I still was wondering if you'd just be able to talk to me about it. I've come so far away. You know, maybe we can share about what you do.
Of course, we can talk to you.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
you can down.
So I brought this with me. I'd like to give it to you as a gift. Okay?
Okay.
Look.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me into your beautiful home. I would really like to know some more about your techniques.
It's not easy to understand. It's like an ocean. It's very deep.
Right. Well, I understand your hesitation to show me anything, but if I showed you something, might you reconsider?
Yes, of course.
My entire journey and everything I've done to this point comes down to this. I need to impress this man with one of my illusions in the hopes that he will show me what I've come so far to see.
See the moon?
Yes.
I know the Buddha was born under the full moon. I know how important the full moon is in Buddhist culture. And if I take my hand and close my fingers around the moon, I can cause it to disappear.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very fantastic. Yes.
Thank you.
Please sit down.
Okay. So, the thing that I hear the most about you, and you can tell me if this is true or not, is that you have power of levitation. And as a magician, this is something that I'm fascinated with.
Your magic is fantastic, but we're not the same the Buddhist meditations.
Yes, I understand. I know you don't want to teach me how to do it or tell me any of your what you do, but maybe I could just witness it.
You come from very far away. You show me your scale. I don't know what happened, but I will try one time.
Okay, great.
I need you back. If you still close me, then my energy doesn't roll. Yes.
Okay. Right now he's saying his mantra. This is the real deal.
guys seen this? Wow. There's no wires. I don't see anything. This is crazy. Can I approach you?
Yes.
How do you feel?
Fine, thank you.
You okay? Thank you so much. And seeing and talking to so many people just to see you do that. So thank you very, very much. It's been enlightening. I wasn't sure I'd ever find you. You know, my whole journey through your country has been absolutely amazing and truly magical. And I want to thank you for showing me what you do.
I thank you for finding me. And I remember this, keep your mind open and always continue to learn.
Thank you. Namaste. Alhamdulillah.
That was amazing. Totally worth it. I don't care if it's real, fake, or illusion. I don't even know, but I don't really know how he did it. I can pretty much guarantee that there were no strings, or I didn't see anything underneath, and I didn't see anything above. But he did tell me and the crew to step back. And I think there was a reason for that. I think there was something that he didn't want me to see. This experience has shown me how magic works in these communities and how it influences their life. I can totally see now the genesis of all these stories. If I saw something like that out in the middle of the mountains, I'd be pretty amazed too, and I'd tell everybody I know to stay away. Either way, he created a truly magical moment. The fact that I got to see this guy levitate in a monastery in the middle of the mountains in Nepal is amazing. It made it all worth it for me. I've never seen anything like this, and it's amazing. It's amazing.